Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Semi-Original Guy, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you another live league game of the day. Today, we have Truniht and Carajos7 as our combatants today, and we are playing on the Hall of Unrecorded Records. This is a standard matchup with triple base airport and comm tower support and plenty of properties to work with, folks. Now, our players have chosen a Max Mirror today. So Max has a day-to-day ability. Will get plus 20% firepower bonus on his direct combat units. His indirect units will lose 1 range and minus 10% firepower. You don't want to go range when you're playing old Maxi Boy. Now, he does have a co-power and super co-power. The co-power will increase his movement range on his direct combat units by 1 and increase that firepower bonus to 30%, 130%. And the super co-power will increase the range of movement by plus 2 for those direct combat units and increase the firepower bonus to 150%. So Max is a force to be reckoned with, folks. He is a force to be reckoned with. Now, we're going to see how this one plays out today. We are going to change Carajos to Cobalt Ice. He is going to be Cobalt Ice today, folks, because pink and blue just jive together. You know, they just jive together. So, folks, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this one here. On our first few days, folks, we got the standard infantry builds, because you gotta get the infantry on the field. Number 1 priority in Advanced Wars by Web. Number 2 priority in Advanced Wars by Web is definitely getting yourself a classy medium tank, but that could wait until a little bit later. My phone keeps buzzing. Alright, continuing on, folks, we have more standard infantry making their way onto the field. And it looks like at the moment we don't have enough income for any vehicles, although Carajos at the moment here does have the potential to bust out the first tank of the game. There it is, folks, the very first tank of the game. A beautiful little blue tank, all ready to go, folks. It is all ready to go, and it is going to get out there, and it is going to do some devastating stuff, folks. We are going to find out pretty soon what sort of devastating stuff that is, as soon as we can do this. There, now we're facing each other. Perfect. Carrying on with the match here, we are going for some more of those neutral properties. Both players are now starting to push their way into the center of the map. Center of the map is where the fighting is going to happen, folks. Well, actually, it's probably going to happen on the top and bottom of the map, but the center is going to be very, very big. Now, the reason why the center is going to be big is mainly because of these two properties right here. So we have a property right there and a property right here. So when you have two properties that are very, very close to each other like that, they are highly contested and both players want them really, really bad. So you want to get yourself down there. You want to be capping those properties. But the other thing about that too is the HQs are actually right in the middle of this map. So it can be pretty spooky, folks. It can be pretty spooky. You never know what's going to happen when your HQs are that exposed. So if you lose center control in this map, your HQ is immediately under fire. Alright, so Carajos is going over here. He's about to actually start a cap on this property and will be able to acquire that capture here. And Truniht is also down here capping this property and about to get his comm tower. So, things are looking pretty good for the old Truniht at the moment, who I just had a match with actually earlier today. And yeah, that was one of the games of all time, folks. Alrighty, folks. We have acquired many, many properties this turn, boosting our overall income to 14,000 per turn for old Truniht. 12k in the bank, placing his tank firmly on the HQ. Highly defensive terrain right there, folks. That is 40% defense when you put a unit on the HQ. Very unadvisable to go up and take an attack on a unit that is on the HQ unless you got some sort of massive backup. Carajos has actually moved into the mid now, so he is starting to capture one of those two properties that are in the mid. And it is kind of risky to go up and interrupt that, especially with the tank, right? The tank could potentially go up here, sit on this forest and take the shot, but this tank can easily make its way over here, sit on the city, and then counterattack, which is actually a pretty good attack overall. Now, however, obviously it will be dependent on what sort of surrounding reinforcements that we have in the area, but overall, I think it would be a pretty good attack. Counterattack, I mean, not attack, counterattack. But doesn't go for it. Just sits on the city, sitting pretty on a city, double tank build, infantry build. Now, let's see what Carajos is going to do here, because Truniht has got quite a bit of presence over here in the middle now. Carajos is... he's going to have a lot of presence around the map as well. Just acquired a bunch of properties, boosting his overall income up to 19,000 per turn, which is very, very good. That is a great number to be when you're playing as the old max. You can get your double tank out, you can get your infantry, and then the next turn you can get triple tank out. Or you could even do something crazy like do a battlecopter, tank, and double infantry. So that is a beautiful, that's one of the sweet spots for the old Maxi boy. Alright. Ooh, we got first blood, folks. First blood. Check it out up here. Now this is actually a very lucky roll. Very lucky roll indeed. Now, 2 towers makes it so a mere unit attack when you're double attacking is always guaranteed to KO. So that means infantry versus infantry, tank versus tank, medium tank versus medium tank. We're not going to talk about the stinky boys, but even mega tank versus mega tank, right? All those guys are all guaranteed 2 shots, except for anti-air on anti-air or recon on recon. You know, those are the exceptions. But everything else, always guaranteed 2 shot. But if you only have 1 tower, now it is possible to get that 2 shot, but the odds are low. I believe it's about a 33% chance to get the KO. And that is what we're dealing with here, folks. A 33% chance. Truniht went for it, and he managed to get it. So, beautiful, beautiful shot. And is actually threatening a cap on the property now. Ooh, that's a doozy, folks. That's a doozy. Now, Carajos has some options, right? Carajos could potentially move up with the infantry attack here. He could actually interrupt with this infantry. He could interrupt with tank. However, I would bet my bottom dollar that the old Truniht is at least going to put something on this city here. Now, can't be this. He's probably going to put this tank on this city right here, and then move this tank over into the mid. Like, that's the intelligent thing to do. This is perfectly fine too. Now, it looks like what he's doing is he's offering up a trade attack right here. So he's giving Carajos an option. He's like, okay, you can come up here, you can first strike my tank, but you're gonna lose your tank if you decide to go and do that. So, not really the best move. Not the best move indeed, folks. But this is great because it actually covers this property here too. So if he does go up and attack here, you know, we're safe. If he moves up with the tank to attack this, he can just move this guy up here and attack the tank. So, pretty solid position overall, folks. Actually brings a 3rd tank up north to solidify the defense. Now we have 4 tanks up north, 2 tanks down south, anti-air, and we are capping the final properties on the map here. So Carajos, oh boy, he's gonna have to make something happen here pretty soon. Otherwise, he's just gonna get completely overrun over here by the Truniht, the pink commander. So we go up with the tank and we interrupt the infantry, and we finish the cap, and we acquire the property right here. We plant the penguin soldier right on the property, eliminating any chance that Truniht will be able to use that defensive terrain right away to his advantage. Now, he can use it, but he's going to be forced to go in and attack with 2 tanks to open it up, and then maybe attack with 2 more tanks to take it out, but that would severely weaken his push because he would just get counterattacked like massively. So it's not really not a great thing to go up and do that. Like, you can go up and you can interrupt, but if you go up and attack and you're overextending far too much, you're overextending into 3 tanks. And I mean, it's possible the Carajos might even bust out a battlecopter this turn because of just the way this position is looking. Battlecopter would be able to cover a lot, but also battlecopter is going to be Okay, there you go. There it is. Like, the very next move. Like, Battlecopter is going to be countered by this anti-air coming in. But for the meantime, Trunit's not going to be able to push into this position without some sort of heavy resistance, right? So, I mean, Battlecopter's pretty good build at the moment, folks. Not going to lie. There he is. He's there. He's looking good. Beauty. Absolute beauty. What was that roll? 70%. Oof. Beauty. Absolute beauty. Now, I'm pretty sure the roll here is somewhere to like the high 60s, so it's not really super uncommon that you see an infantry take out another infantry at 7 HP. Especially with that old comm tower, folks. Comm towers are beautiful. Any chance you get to have a comm tower, you better go and get that comm tower. Alright, folks. So, Truniht went and actually pushed up a little bit further with some of the infantry doing an additional attack over here. Leaves his infantry open to a double infantry strike over here. Triple infantry strike over here, actually. So we're going to see if that that works out for him. But doing that actually pretty much guarantees him the city flip unless Carajos goes in with a tank. The only way that we're going to be able to stop that capture now is actually with the tank. And if we, like I said, if we bring the tank up, then it is just opening up the tank to be attacked by all of these tanks. So we got 2 tanks right here opened up. Oh, he brings one of the tanks back. So he does leave 1 tank up here. So if he does go in, he's going to get smacked with at least 1 tank. So, ooh, this is going to be a doozy, folks. This is going to be one heck of a doozy. What is going to happen here? We capture the cities. The cities are acquired. The tank moves up and just obliterates that 8 HP infantry right there. Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it, folks? It's an honest work of art. Alright, so it doesn't even go up with the tank. Goes up with the little penguin soldier, taking this guy all the way down to 4. Now, this is still threatening a join cap and finish, or just clearing the infantry and then moving something else in the way as a blocker. So there is still some possibility that Truniht might get that flip, and if he does, that's going to put him in a very, very critical position over old Carajos here, because that will put him at the 22,000 to 20,000 fund ratio. Now that means that Carajos is not going to be able to efficiently get the triple tank build out, while Truniht is going to be able to. So, even if he, let's say even if Truniht loses a tank in this engagement to acquire this city, he can simply get that tank back within a couple of days, because he will just be able to pump out so many more units, so many more tanks every single day. Whereas Carajos will have to skip a tank every single day. So, yeah, not really the place where you want to be, folks. 21k for max, that is the beauty spot. And oh my lord, Carajos busts out the classy medium tank. The classy medium tank is on the field, folks. There he is. He is looking like a true gentleman. Looking like an absolute unit sitting there on that base. Ooh. I can't wait to see what this max medium tank is going to get up to, folks. It's going to be absolutely cool. It's going to be great. Infantry clears this 3 HP infantry right there. Another one goes up and takes a little shot here. And then what are we going to do to actually block this property? Because now that the classy medium tank has entered the fray, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever Truniht puts here is not going to survive the devastating might of a classy medium tank. That is going to be a guaranteed one-shot kill on this property. Like nothing is going to be able to survive, unless it's also another classy medium tank. But either way, it looks like Truniht has had enough of this stall game here. He's had enough of the stall game. He is moving up and he is attacking infantry. And he is attacking tanks. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go, folks. It is going down. Now, there is actually still a possibility that Truniht can stop this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. Never mind. There is no possibility, because that classy beam tank is just going to move up over here into that forest and just completely obliterate whatever sits there. So, yep. That's it. That cap is not going through. Nope, no siree Bob, but Truniht does actually respond with another classy medium tanks. Now we got 2 classy medium tanks on the field, so things are looking pretty good. And this attack was just a slaughter over here, folks. Truniht just pushes his way into the middle and does multiple attacks here. And actually forms a very nice wall. Very nice wall indeed. And Carajos doesn't really have like a whole lot of options. He's got the battlecopter, which is fantastic. But he's only got 3 tanks. 3 tanks versus 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tanks, 5 tanks potentially. Ooh, it's gonna be a bad one. So obviously, primary attack is gonna have to be this one over here because we do not want that capture to go through. So we are gonna take that guy out. Classy medium tank, definitely gets first roll over here. So that guy right there, boom, delicious. The medium tanks must feed, folks. If you're gonna bust them out, then they have to feed. And, ooh, look at this. So, are we out of anti-air range? Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Something doesn't seem right over here, folks. I don't know. This guy's sitting right here. He could be potentially in anti-air range, but one of the things about a max mirror is if you pop the max force, right? If you're not careful enough with your max force and you don't do enough damage, your opponent is going to counter with the max blast, and sometimes it is just way worse than anything you do with the max force. But Carajos, excellent player. So we are going to see where this max force goes. We get a strike on an infantry. We are forming the wall. We're forming the wall, folks. Ooh, and we go up and strike down a tank. What else are we going to be striking down today? Very interesting. So we go for the sacrifice on the 4 HP tank to take out the, what was that at? An 8 HP tank. So we do that, sacrifice, take it out. And that does actually put us in an even tank engagement there, right? So he lost a tank, you lost a tank, but at the end of the day, your tank is at full HP, so you know, you're not doing too bad. So Carajos, once again, forming the wall. I just don't really like this anti-air. This anti-air is just gonna completely decimate this poor battlecopter over here. Yep, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Day 12 has arrived, and we got a max force. We're not gonna do a max blast. We're not gonna waste time getting more charge. We are gonna pop the max force, and we are going to start doing all our KOs. Look at that little double KO right there, folks. Looks beautiful. What a beautiful attack from those tanks. And we don't get to clear over here, but that's perfectly fine. Like I said, anti-air just moves in, completely obliterates that poor mosquito. This is like a praying mantis versus a mosquito right there. It's like he had no chance. He had no chance at all. Oh, and tank, just look at this movement on this tank here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 movement. Perfect. Snipes out the anti-air. What a shot. What the absolute brutal shot right there. And the other anti-air moves in. Classy medium tank. Plants himself firmly on a city. Great terrain for a classy medium tank. They love the luxurious lifestyle. Now, unfortunately, this map just got a whole lot stinkier with the presence of this ungodly circular stench machine over here. So let's see if Carajos' classy medium tank can contend with the pure spherical stench of this Neo tank. Everybody knows Neo tanks, they are definitely strong. They are strong, they are pungent, and they pack a punch. So let's see what happens here. Brings another battlecopter forward to take out an infantry. Ooh, I don't know about that one. So we go, like, I like the rest of these attacks, but going up with the battlecopter to take out the infantry, but we have no real way to clear this anti-air. So the anti-air is just gonna be feeding on another poor little mosquito man. Curious. Curious indeed. He might not be able to hit it. He might not. You know what? I think that was actually a pretty nice move in general. So because we got the wall here, it might end up being okay. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. Depends on if we have enough for another co-power or not. That's what it's really going to come down to. So let's see. Let's see. A bar and a half, eh? Bar and a half. I don't think he's gonna be able to get it. No, I don't think so. Maybe maybe 130 is enough. No, yeah, you can just sacrifice units. Like, what am I even talking about? Easy peasy lemon squeezy, folks. You go for the sacrifice and then boom, right there. He's in. He is in, and that battlecopter is out. Oh, and brings the classy medium tank up because he's got the stinky support. That classy medium tank is going to be not going to be getting hit by this guy today, folks. That is not going to happen. Now, this medium tank is probably going to have to shift down here into the middle and attack this tank because that's really the only clear shot that it can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, we can't. Can't because there's a forest in the way. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, the forest. Forrest got in his way. Alright, so pretty good attack. Pretty good attack. You know, nice little counter attack here. Now it is Carajos' turn. And kind of suffering a little bit in the tank count over here, but he does have a lot of like injured tanks. So there is some potential, right? So it clears a 6 HP infantry and clears the anti-air because we don't want that guy around anymore. He's super annoying. He's been picking off our mosquitoes like all night long. We don't want that guy here anymore, folks. And we clear another tank here. Beautiful clear. Couple overextended infantry here, but we do clear 1 infantry right here. And we are just whittling down Trunit's unit count at the moment. So things are looking okay. And we do the max force. After all those attacks, now we do the max force, but we only have the classy medium tank, a 5 HP tank, and this tank over here. So are we just going to be doing one massive attack against the medium tank? Yes. Oh my God. Would you just look at it? A 8-3 trade from the classy medium tank. What a sight to behold, folks. What a sight to behold. I'm not liking something here, folks. I'm not liking something. And I think you guys can probably see it. You guys could probably see it because Carajos has 27,000 money. He's building a flippin' stinky Neo tank, isn't he? Yeah, even better. Even better. Carajos, the legend himself, busts out the classy boy of the sky. And here I was thinking that he was gonna bust out a stinky old Neo tank, and no, he busts out the classy boy of the sky like a true gentleman. Carajos, congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. You are one of the good ones, folks. He's one of the good ones. All right, folks. So, yeah, this Neo tank is gonna just be stinking up the place over here, just completely taking out this medium tank, unfortunately. Yeah, there he goes. He was so good. He was so good, and now he's gone. His classiness will be remembered forever. Now, Carajos is like I said, he's playing pretty good. Like, he's massively ahead on units at the moment, like 25 to 20. He's a little bit behind on value because a lot of his tanks have been getting clipped pretty hard here, but like overall it's looking okay. But sadly, he's not going to be able to do anything with this this bomber just yet, unless he just bought it specifically to sacrifice so that he could take out the stinky old Neo tank. That is a huge possibility. Now that is an even trade at the end of the day, because, like, you know, you go up, take out the Neo, you lose a bomber. Yeah, you know, it's an even trade. Perfectly balanced as all things should be, right? Boom! Would you just look? Okay, we gotta repeat that, folks. We gotta repeat that one. Let's take a closer look. Look at them. Look at them just looking at each other from a distance. This guy's like, I've had enough of you. And then he's gone. This battlefield has become significantly less stinky in the last turn. So, good job, Carajos. Good job. You are a true gentleman. Just absolute unit. Alright, folks, so we go up, we take an engagement in the middle here, so not really too shabby. We are going to be losing the bomber in this engagement, though. So, like, overall, Truniht is going to be ahead in the tech game, because his classy medium tank is going to be getting healed up. We're going to be losing a bomber. There's definitely going to be some tank strikes here. So, I mean, Carajos is going to be losing quite a few units this turn for sure, but perhaps the damage is done. You never know, folks. You never know. Plus, a lot of his unit count is actually down here in injured infantry, so it's about even. About even, like, more or less. Oh, Carajos is playing on increment now, folks. He is down to 5 seconds on the clock. Ends the turn with 5 seconds left. Carajos, or Truniht here, has 11 minutes and 7 seconds. Jesus, he didn't have 11 minutes and 7 seconds when I was playing against him. We were both playing on increment. Okay, folks. Ooh, would you look at that? Nice little snipe from that tank. Nice little snipe from this tank. Beautiful little snipe from that tank, because we are popping the super co-power, folks. We got the super co-power. And the bomber has been struck out, and oh, it's a nasty attack from the classy medium tank, folks. We took that guy, took him all the way down to 2, and we take another tank all the way down to 2. So now, oh my lordy, Truniht busts out another stink ball, and we don't have the bomber. We don't have the bomber. We don't have the classy boy of this guy to take care of the stink anymore. He's gone. He was taken out. In all reality, though, it was a pretty good attack. Like I said, trading the bomber for the Neo is not necessarily like a bad move or anything. I mean, you got to get the Neo out of there. So yeah, it was okay. It was good. I liked it. I liked it overall. Just unfortunately, Truniht, he had that super co-power charged up, and he just had a lot of tanks. He had a lot of units to attack with, so he just got a lot of value out of it. Carajos now has another co-power, so he might pop it. He might not. Is he gonna go for it? Is he not gonna go for it? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I guess we will find out next turn, because Truniht is just moving in. He is just moving in and doing the damage, folks. He is doing the damage, and this stinky Neo tank is just creeping up over here. Day 16, Carajos is going to be popping that max blast. We got the super co-power over here from Carajos. Beautiful. Okay, so do we have options for this attack? I'm gonna see. So what do we have? What do we have available? We have a double hit over here, right? We can either take out a tank, take out a anti-air, or take out the medium tank. We can interrupt the capture up north. That's about it, folks. That's about it. I mean, there might be a couple more like proxy attacks we can take, but oh, we don't get the clear on the classy medium tank. We don't get it. Oh, we get the clear on the classy medium tank. It's gone. Oh, no. Unfortunate loss of a classy medium tank there, folks. But you know what? In Carajos' mind, it had to go. It had to go, folks. So it looks like that's pretty much going to be the end of the engagements for that turn. Did manage to clear the overextended portion of Trunit's units over here. Unfortunately now, Carajos has busted out a stinky Neo tank of his own. So, I mean, in his mind, the only way that you can fight stink is with more stink, folks. You know, some people use soap, some people just throw somebody into a tub full of, like, I don't know, tomato juice. But Carajos has decided to fight Stink with Stink today, folks. So let's see how it works out for him. Ooh, got a nasty engagement right there. Yeah, that guy is gone. He's gone. He's out of here. And brings these units back over here. But we got double tanks over here to deal with a single tank side. And Carajos actually had the base skip. He had the base skip last turn in order to bust out that stink ball. So that is kind of unfortunate. That puts him basically even when it comes to properties now. So yeah, that is something. That's something here. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not in range. You know what? If we had a co-power, ooh, could have been great. If we had got a first, if we have a first strike on this Neo tank, oh, things could just be fantastic. That would probably actually put Carajos in a very good position if we did manage to get that attack. But I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to get it, folks. Let's find out. Let's find out. Is there going to be anything to... No. I mean, he can't get it because he's like 35,000 or something away. No, there's going to be no co-power today, folks. No first strike. Classy medium tank following that stinky old Neo tank right there. So that is very nice. So Carajos is ahead in properties now, folks. Now it's even. Now it's even once again. 21 to 21. Now, I wonder if Truniht has any. Oh no, we're using the max force. Ooh, this is gonna be something. This is gonna be something. Where are the attacks going? Oh, they're all going down south. Oh, are we out of? Oh, we're not. We're not out of. We don't have a co-power though. Oh, if only we had a co-power. That was a nasty attack over here down south too. Like we trimmed down the numbers like quite a bit, and we eliminated an anti-air right here, allowing the battle copters to be uncontested over here on this front. Ouch. That is a very ouch move over there, folks. Okay. So we surround the tank, move in with the classy boy, move in with the tank, build another tank, anti-air, bring the Neo down, and bust out another infantry. It's day 19, so didn't really do too many attacks here. We didn't really have a whole lot of options. We were forced to build another anti-air. And no, the classy boy. The classy boy, why? Why? Oh god, he got hit. He got sniped out by the old stinky Neo. And now, Truniht is going in for a double cap. And just completely triple cap and pressuring the south and pressuring the north at the exact same time. Triple sacrifice to take that Neo tank down to 7 HP. Are we trying to see? We're trying to sack for a super. Or maybe we're just game-ending sacrificing our units. I think that might be what's happening. Yeah. There's the pipe runner. The max pipe runner, folks. You love to see it. What a match between these two players. That was a very tactically played match, actually. You know what? Both players had like a lot of good movements. But Truniht, you know, he's in a whole other class, folks. He's a good guy. He's a good guy, friendly guy. He's a good player. Like this immediate attack over here, like if we had just allowed this to just sit here and just build up, you never know which way the match could go. So Truniht, he had to make something happen here, folks. Went in for the attack, got countered, countered back, got countered, countered back, got countered, countered back, got countered, countered back, got countered, countered back. And then eventually, he just countered back harder than Carajos. But congratulations, Carajos. That was very, very well fought. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one today. I definitely had a good time going over that match. It was a heck of a time, folks. And if you did enjoy it, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. Or if you want to support the channel further, you can consider becoming a channel member. And that's going to be it, folks. So take care of yourselves, and bye-bye for now.